Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us on this Sunday. We begin with that breaking news. Former President Joe Biden has been diagnosed with what is described as an aggressive form of prostate cancer. In a statement today, Mr. Biden's office says the disease has spread to his bone and that he was diagnosed on Friday. Dr. David Agus joins us from Los Angeles. He is a cancer specialist and has more on what to expect. Dr. Agus, thanks for joining us. When we hear the word aggressive, what does that mean in this instance?
We classically grade prostate cancer by Gleason score, where 10 is the highest, 6 is the lowest, and a Gleason 9, which is what the president has, is a very aggressive form of the cancer, which is manifest by the fact that his has already spread to his bone. So it's bone metastatic or stage 4 Gleason 9 prostate cancer.
And as you know, Mr. Biden is 82 years old. What are the treatment options for someone his age?
There's been tremendous progress in the treatment of prostate cancer over the last decade and a half, and we now have drugs that turn off the hormone signaling axis, turn off testosterone signaling in the cancer, and can keep this cancer under control.
Any ideas on why this was detected at such a late stage?
It's a great question. You know, we've slowed down screening by blood tests, the PSA tests in our country. President Biden had urinary symptoms, and that caused him to go for an exam, which showed a nodule on his prostate, which led to the biopsy and the diagnosis of metastatic cancer.
Dr. David Agus, appreciate your time.
Hey, do not sell your Louisville home before doing this. If you just do this one little thing before selling your house.
So I guess that's how he gonna go out. We already know he's not with us anymore, so I guess that's the excuse. And that's how he gonna go out, with ball cancer. By God. He gonna go out just like the people that took that you-know-what going out. They're going out the same way. He going out the same way that how they brought that you-know-what in. A lot of people that took that you-know-what got ball cancer, too. I hope y'all know that. You took that okie doke, you probably got the same shit Joe Biden got, fam. Yeah, you got that testicular cancer. But we all know that stems from the medical mafia. They know how to grow ball cancer in your balls, cancer in your anus, all that, man. They specialize in doing that. And I ain't giving no medical advice, but we all know how that turns out. Medical mafia. They know how to grow tumors and all that inside with food. Different types of ways they could kill the body. All right, it just is what it is. So hold on, y'all. Let me go into. Hold on.
Just think about it. The Ayatollahs and Putin in the same room. It's like, forget it. It's scary stuff.
Well, Duff, you can't help but wonder, what are these guys cooking up? What could they possibly be plotting? And what does it mean for us and our allies? So I don't want to, go too far out into the world of speculation because I don't know, but just on the surface, it's very concerning. I just
want to tell you, they're both weak. Russia is not a country that is strong. I mean, we know that. The very fact they're still fighting in the Ukraine, they thought it was all going to be in a couple of weeks. They were going to take control of the country. And then you have the Ayatollahs, no more Hezbollah, no more Hamas is on its last leg. The Houthis are in trouble. All of their allies that they've been sending weapons to, all those billions of dollars that Democratic administrations have been providing to Tehran. I mean, they are in trouble. So you got two very weak leaders who want to pretend they are strong, but they are weak. When people are weak, sometimes you got to be even more careful.
Completely. Of course, the old saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies a whole lot closer. totally applies
Absolutely.
here. But while we're in the region, Dove, I do want to pivot to the liberation as well of Edon Alexander, on the note of Hamas and Hezbollah and these evil terrorist organizations and what they've done to people. So I was watching the footage yesterday of Edon coming home, being greeted by open, loving arms. And I have to say, Dove, a tear almost, popped up for it. It's heartbreaking to me, but I'm so happy to see an American president who, unlike Joe Biden, is fighting for the release of these hostages. So I just wanted to get your thoughts about this because this was so heartwarming to see, and it really did just make me take pause for a minute because it's so historic.
Yeah, Riley, it's an incredible moment.
Yes.
Everyone, your audience, every American, just think your son, your daughter, your mother, your father, your grandfather, people were kidnapped and brutalized, tortured. He was tortured, by the way, kept in the most horrible conditions. So, there's been a lot of tragedy, a lot of violence, a lot of barbarism on the part of Hamas. They must be destroyed. And if they're not destroyed, God forbid, they tell you what they're going to do. They will do another October 7th. But, God bless the President of the United States for his determination to get Edon released. It's a great moment. It's a beautiful moment. As a father, as a grandfather, I got to tell you, I don't want to start with tears on your show, but it is such a powerful moment. The moment of that mother, that family seeing their son after close to 600 days being held by these animals,
Yes,
being freed, being back home. What a great moment. And thank you, Donald Trump, for caring so much and doing what needed to be done to make this happen.
Dove, I want to end on this final question for you because I genuinely am so confused and concerned about this, but these hostages taken October 7th, 2023, nearly a full 2 years ago, and Biden, Lloyd Austin, Antony Blinken, it doesn't seem like they made any real effort to get these hostages freed. And you can say a lot about the previous regime. They did many horrible things, but to not even fight for these hostages, Americans, Israelis, our own people, it dumbfounds me. And I just want to get your thoughts about why Biden didn't push harder to free these people.
I think, Riley, it was just incompetence on the part of the previous administration. They talked the talk, but they didn't do what needed to be done on so many issues.
Yes.
Take anti-Semitism that is out of control in this country. They talked, they had meetings, they had conferences, they produced reports. And Riley, you know what they did to actually deal with it in terms of consequences for the haters of America and the haters of Israel? You know what they did? Zero, nothing. Because we see what the Trump administration is doing in terms of the universities and what's going on in this country. There needs to be consequences.
Yes.
Talk is cheap and of no value at all if you don't follow it up with action. Biden, the Democrats, they're full of you-know-what.
Yes, well said. Bringing it back to Saudi Arabia, I don't know what's going to happen, but to see this kind of focus and determination from a president, it's refreshing, and I wish Godspeed to him. I do. And Dove, thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Riley, it's always a pleasure to be with you. God bless the United States, and God bless the people of Israel.
Yes. Coming up next, we'll break down what we can expect from the upcoming peace talks in Turkey. Should they happen? More details after the break.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
If you or a loved one has mesothelioma or any other asbestos-related cancer, call now. Asbestos manufacturers sold deadly asbestos materials to thousands of companies, putting workers at risk. An estimated $30 billion in court-ordered trusts have been set aside to pay out claims to asbestos victims. You may be entitled to a portion of these funds and receive compensation without filing a lawsuit or ever going to court.
For your free legal consultation, call 800-217-8145. That's 800-217-8145. I'm a non-attorney spokesperson.
These are just a few of the over 500,000 very happy Audien hearing aid customers. They're happy because they now live a better life. And they live a better life because they hear better. And they hear better because they purchased a full pair of Audien Adam 2s for only $189.
The Adam hearing aids, the best I've ever come across in my life.
Fit nicely in my ear. Nobody sees them.
Oh, I love the product, love the support, and I'm going to buy another pair.
Audien was rated in the best OTC hearing aids of 2024 by USA Today. You trust USA Today, so you can trust Audien. The Adam 2 is so tiny, nearly invisible. They've got great sound quality. And did we mention only $189 for a full pair?
It really does make it nice to be able to be out in a restaurant and hear what everyone's saying.
And so easy to order. Call Audien right now.
1-800-477-3989.
Shipping is free, and you get a 45-day money-back guarantee.
Stay tuned. One America News Plus will be back in just a moment.
Welcome back to The Real Story. Let's pick up right where we left off. So on Monday, President Trump soft-launched the idea of traveling to Turkey this week to join Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky for peace talks during his tour of the Gulf region, which we just discussed. But it's still unclear if this trilateral meeting is going to happen. The two European leaders have danced with the idea of meeting face-to-face to discuss ending the conflict for a long time now. But we'll find out this week if the two will actually tango. But to his credit, Trump has been ramping up the pressure on Putin and Zelensky alike to implement a ceasefire and discuss conditions for permanently ending the war in recent weeks. And he's also talked about ending the bloodshed ever since the start of his second term. Actually, he even spoke about it at length before he was
while ago with regard to the president and everyone else. It's fascinating, but also critical in terms of the well-being